Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this from. This is yet another bottom preview. This time we'll be looking at the two title fights. The undisputed minimum world title fight in the female boxing game between Cesar Estrada and Yutasa Faye. And we'll be looking at the main event of Oscar Valdez versus Ian Wilson in the super featherweight division. So starting off then with the undisputed minimum weight world championship between Cesar Estrada and Yutasa Faye. And I think this is the first time we'll probably see an undisputed minimum weight world champion in the female game, in the female boxing, for the winner. And I just think, but for me, I just think there was levels to this. I think there is levels. I think Estrada is a level above Faye, as much Faye is obviously a unified champion herself. Estrada is just a different beast, man, isn't she? She's just a different beast, isn't she, Estrada? And she's so dominant, I reckon, and she's too good, in my opinion, for this division as well. And straight away, I just can't see where how Faye wins, in my opinion. So I'm going to offer Cesar Estrada to win on points, to win comfortably on points, and become the first undisputed minimum world champion, in my opinion, before she will step up to the next division, in my opinion. Now on to the main event. Oscar Valdez against Ian Wilson. A super featherweight contest, 12 rounds. Both fighters both of them put up a good contest, didn't they? Against Emmanuel Navarrete and Navarrete. Ian Wilson especially, you'd probably say Ian Wilson was probably hard done by, in terms of obviously that instant where he had Navarrete in big trouble, and Navarrete ended up spitting the thumb shield out, which is very experienced of him. Because if he didn't spit the thumb shield out, Ian Wilson would get a shock win over him, and he'll probably be a champion by now. And this is quite an interesting fight for me, interesting main event, because Oscar Valdez, he'll be up to door for it, warning Oscar Valdez. Ian Wilson, the only problem I have with Ian Wilson is his defence, isn't it? Against Emmanuel Navarrete, for example, especially. If Ian Wilson can tighten up on his defence, I could see him nicking a points win over Oscar Valdez. I really do. I think he's got a chance against Oscar Valdez if Ian Wilson can tighten up his defence. He's got a huge chance of beating Oscar Valdez, in my opinion. I'm not ruling him out either. I'm not ruling him out. I think this is, if I was to predict the percentages in terms of who will win this fight, I think it will be 60-40 in Valdez's favour. Because I think Valdez will be dangerous second half of the fight, in my opinion. I think Valdez will have a slow start, where I think Ian Wilson will be dangerous, which will be early on in the fight. I think it could be a fight of two halves, potentially. And Ian Wilson, for me, he's better than Oscar Valdez as well, in terms of height. So Ian Wilson will be able to use his weight and height as well, and try and outbox Oscar Valdez. I think Oscar Valdez is going to be more of a front-footed fighter for me. He will want to try and get the job done, in my opinion. It's one of them fights, though. I think it is a pick and fight for me. I think it is a pick and fight. I think it does go to the final 3 rounds, in my opinion. I think it does go to the final 3 rounds. But I'm just worried about Ian Wilson's defence, in my opinion, in this fight. And I think Oscar Valdez, with his power, I don't know if Ian Wilson will be able to take any much of his power from what's under the fight goes on. So I'm going to go for Oscar Valdez to get a 10th round stoppage win over Ian Wilson. But it will be close. I think it will be a close fight, as long as it is, in my opinion. But it's just that in them championship rounds, and if Ian Wilson's taking a lot of shots, it ain't gonna last long, in my opinion. And also Valdez will pounce on it and finish him off, in my opinion, in the 10th round, in my opinion. But I think Ian Wilson will definitely cause Valdez a few problems, in my opinion. And that's all Ian Wilson needs to do. If he tightens up his defence, Ian Wilson, he's got a huge chance of winning this fight against Oscar Valdez. It's just that defence of Ian Wilson that worries me, in my opinion, which is why I favour Oscar Valdez to probably stop him yet, in my opinion, in this fight. So feel free to leave your thoughts down below for both fights I've spoke about down below in the comments. Take care, stay safe, see you later, and I'll see you all for the next bottom preview, which will be the Tim Tszyu vs Keith Thurman card, where I'll be predicting the 5 fights on that card. So take care and see you on the next video.